Aaron Rodgers, he posted on Instagram last night. Now, look, he is a human being, just like the rest of us on this crazy-ass orb spinning out of its control on its axis these days. And he has every right to IG at his friends and people who he loves and express his love for them. That's what the Gram's for.
Is it?
Well, also posting selfies and letting everybody know how fabulous your life is, even though after you take that selfie, there's a huge argument.
Yeah.
I'm an influencer.
Honestly, but that one snap, it looks
filters.
so great. It looks so great. All those pictures of your babies look so great. But when they wake you up at 3 a.m, no one is grabbing that. At any rate,
we should do that.
So you're able to do this, and it would be consistent of Aaron Rodgers to, as he says, live in the moment and express gratitude. He's always about expressing gratitude and talking about that. And so why not express gratitude for everybody who you love and hit send on it? Just like all of us on the planet are allowed to, and include a whole bunch of photographs of the people that you are, in fact, expressing gratitude for and about. And it's a whole mixture of people in his life, most of them his teammates for the Green Bay Packers. Shailene Woodley, the actress with whom he had a year-long engagement. Apparently, the two are no longer engaged, and we don't traffic in that sort of material on this program. But the only reason why it's brought up here is because we read into everything when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, when he gives us anything. And in terms of this front, if he is in fact expressing gratitude for everyone, and that's as simple as it is, then more power to you. But if he is sending any sort of message about his future through this Instagram, and he is expressing gratitude for somebody who he had a relationship, a loving relationship, and the photograph of the two of them is a very warm photograph of them, you know, having a PDA, if you will, on a couch. Well, it was private at the time. Now it's public. And if they're no longer together, is he saying thank you to the other long-standing relationship in his life that he's now parting ways with? And that's the reality of when a public figure who's absolutely in the mind's eye of everybody because he's back-to-back MVPs and he plays for one of the most popular sport franchises ever. And I said sport.
That's how
which
you
means,
know it's real.
well, I mean, when I say that, you know I'm including the world. It's not just domestically in the United States. And we read into anything that he sends out there. If he is this a farewell, love you guys, but we're moving on? Or do you take it to mean, like, how could he move on from people who he loves so much? And he thanked everybody in his quarterback room for making him laugh, and he expressed, I love you guys. You know, maybe he just kind of felt, I'm just going to send out an Instagram of appreciation to everybody who I love so much, and maybe he was a couple of fingers deep into his drink. I don't know, and he just hit send.
Why not?
And are we reading too much into any of this? Well, look, it's called social media for a reason. You're putting out a message, and your message is, I love you, or, hey, this is an Easter egg, because I like talking about this sort of stuff, and I like when people talk about me, even though I'll go on places and say, you guys talk about me too much in ways that I don't appreciate. There's one particular photograph that everybody's pointing to, and it's the photograph of him not being in the photograph. Now, the photograph of Randall Cobb and Devontae Adams standing for the national anthem was included in this. normally Rodgers stands between the two of them for every national anthem. This is a photograph from the one game he did not play this year. As you know, he tested positive for COVID. I don't know if you heard about that one. This was in Kansas City. He's not there. I'm reminded of the Abbey Road photograph, but Paul was the only one out of step with the rest of the Beatles, and he was the only one without shoes on. And if you recall, in Strawberry Fields Forever, you could hear I Buried Paul in the background. And if you played Revolution Number 9 backward, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Paul's dead.
And Paul was alive the entire time. So we have no idea what anything is except this. We're all waiting on Aaron Rodgers to say something. Now, he may say something today. He may not say anything today. He may say something today that throws cold water on this being anything other than about us as people who are on Instagram saying you read too much into it. What is wrong with a human being talking about love for everybody in his year, his past year? What's wrong with that? I would do it. Maybe I could do that. Maybe I'll do that today. I don't know. Honestly, we all have a right to do it.
I mean, spread love. It's the Brooklyn way.
But when we're sitting here and thinking anything about what's in the mindset of anybody in the public eye who has everyone on pins and needles with a decision that affects one of the greatest fan bases in sport, as well as the NFL's entire quarterback carousel. As you know, when I mentioned last Wednesday, seek it out on our YouTube stream, youtube.com/Rich Eisen Show. I laid out for everyone, every single team and what category they reside in for the quarterback carousel. Not interested for a long time, sticking with a plan, maybe, who knows, and then definitely in the market. And for the maybe, who knows, you have to include anybody that would be available for Aaron Rodgers if he chooses them, or make themselves available for Aaron Rodgers if he chooses to leave the Packers. And the Packers were in that one category of one of one, just like Aaron Rodgers. They're the quarterback carousel linchpin. If he stays, it stays mostly on the linchpin. If you pull that linchpin, it spins right off into Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. And so you, Aaron Rodgers, are putting something out there that we're all going to be looking at. And you, Aaron Rodgers, you devil you. Because either way he makes a decision, this post stands up. If he stays, it was gratitude for people that he loved the entire time.
Yeah, of course. How could you read otherwise? I was staying the whole time.
And if he leaves, it was like, yeah, I was thinking about it that one night, and I decided to send this stuff out there, and I love these people, and they're going to be my people forevermore. I will never forget that important year of 2021 into 2022.
That's weird too,
I'm
Rich,
now a
he,
Denver Bronco, or I'm now a what have you, fill in the blank. It works either way.
He kind of put into text the general feeling surrounding his MVP speech at Honors.
Yeah.
Where it kind of felt like, oh, was this a goodbye? Is he like saying goodbye to everyone on the Packers and all his close friends?
No, I think he was.
Like...
No, I think he was literally winning and accepting the MVP award for a second consecutive year, and very pleased about it, and has a great feeling for the people who are around him. And as you know, he's been very consistent coming on this program, saying that gratitude and love and respect is what if they're all fragile things, and he doesn't take them for granted. So there's all that. So one guy scrubs his entire Instagram of anything to do with his current team, and the other guy in the equation puts everybody who he plays with and has had a relationship with of love and admiration on various levels on one Instagram post, and hit send. Which is it? We're going to have to find out, I guess, before March 16th. Clock's ticking. But in the meantime, hit it with a like. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.